I know I haven't done a deck list in. I wanted to bring you a pendulum links that doesn't necessarily require heavy metal foe Electrumite. Now, I decided to do an Odd Eyes Abyss Actors as you. I mean, no, sorry, Abyss Actor Metalfoe because, well, the Abyss Actors is my main deck, and I've loved this deck ever since I saw it. I originally saw it in the Odd Eyes version, but I'm going to be showcasing you this deck in my way as a Metalfoe version. Anyway, let's get started. Beginning with the Abyss Actor stuff, we run three Abyss Actor Wild Hope. Now, Abyss Actor Wild Hope, you mainly use him for your Pendulum Scale. You hardly ever use him in your monster zones, but you use him in your Pendulum Scales for his float effect, which is every time he's destroyed by a card effect, whether in your by battle or by card effect, whether in your scale or in your monster zone, you get to do an Abyss Actor search, which helps out tremendously and will potentially help you win the game a lot faster, and of course spam your field a lot more if you play your cards right. Moving on, we have another of a scale 2 Abyss Actor monster, which is Abyss Actor Leading Lady. Now, you do have her in the scale because you do place her in the scale because of the fact that when this card is destroyed and you need another level 2, he he will be able to search out her because he cannot search out himself. So three leading lady mainly because you this is part of the core version of the Abyss Actors, which on Friday I will be showing you the core version of all decks. So this way everyone will have an idea of what the core of a deck will look like. And so this way they won't get it wrong when they look for the core version of this deck. Either way, sorry for getting sidetracked. This card allows you, if you take damage, battle damage, you by an opponent's monster, you can target one of your opponent's monsters, make that monster lose attack equal to the damage that you've taken, which is extremely good. Um, it's been a while since I've actually played an actual duel, and I've been meaning to play in a duel again. So this is I'm showing off my decks right now. Hit me up if anyone's down to if anyone's up for a duel and actually wants to come meet me face to face and have a duel. And if you want, we can air it on my channel. It's completely up to you. Next, we run a bit of a staple card. This card is essential for the deck, but a lot of people use him as a staple in a pendulum version of a deck, which either being being Zephyras, Pendulum Magicians, and of course the DDDs based on what you run. This is a good card. You always like he's a really good card when he first came out. So let's give it up for Abyss Actor Curtain Raiser. Damn, he becomes a potential 22 beat stick if you have no other card on the field. Also, he's great for level 4. Really? Thank you for all those who comment, even if you just claim LOL. You know who you are. uh, Anyway, give it up for this actor, Curtain Raiser. He is a staple in just about every Pendulum deck. Becomes a 2200 beat stick card when he has no other cards when there are no other cards on the field. Also, he has the potential to summon himself from the Pendulum Scale if you have no monsters on the field. You can actually potentially Pendulum special summon him from your scale to the field without well during only once every duel, which he will help out big time. in given cases scenario when you have no monsters and you need a monster quick and he's just conveniently in your scale. Next we'd run 3 Abyss Actor Superstar, the main the main level 7 monster of the deck. You run Superstar because of the fact that she she allows she technically negates all spells and trap effects every time she hits the field. Also, once per turn, she allows you to set an Abyss script directly from your deck to the field, which comes in handy when using Rise of the Abyss King, and I'll tell you exactly why later down the line. I'm sorry, my nose is completely stuffed. Either way, you never really want to see her in the scale. You always want to have her on the field. Makes for great makes for great I just got a text. Okay, I'm sorry. Uh, okay, so yeah, she makes for great rank 7 Xyz place. Next, we have one of Abyss Actor Extras. Abyss Actor Extras. You can place in the scale only when you need them in the scale and you have hardly any room. But also, if you don't want to waste your normal summon, and say you want to normal summon a Metalfoe monster, you have this one. You have him in your scale. Special summon, tribute, and search your deck and place an Abyss Actor monster directly into your Pendulum Zone, which is the only reason why you run him. Next, we have one of Funky Comedian. Funky Comedian is only there for the scale 8. Um, that's pretty much all we ever use him for. You never really want to see him anywhere else. That's it for the Abyss Actor monsters. Heading into the Metalfoe monsters, we have 2 of Gold Driver. Gold Driver is good for rank 4 Xyz material, though I only have one rank 4 Xyz monster in my deck that does not use him, so I will be looking for other rank 4 cards to other rank 4 Xyz to use him in. Also, if I actually had the Link monster to support his archetype, which would be Electrumite, or the Doolittle monster, I forgot its name, it would help out the Abyss Sector so much. I mainly use him for fusion summoning, or well, for all my Abyss Sectors, I either have them in the scale or for fusion summoning, or I just pretty much use them for the Link summon of Link Spider. Of course, one silvered. Then we have 2 Steelin. Then we have the 2 wait, hold on. Then we have 2 of Bismal Gear, and then 1 Metal Vol Flame. Now, I need one more of this card and one more of this card, all only for like to boost up the morales for this. Of course, level 7 helps out with level 7 rank 7 plays, um, which potentially will help you in any given case scenario. Uh, Other than that, that's pretty much all I use those for. Now, as a bit of a twist, I still hold on to the Odd Eyes stuff, so I do run 3 Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragons, mainly for rank 7 plays and for the fusion summoning of 2 fusion monsters that I have in the extra deck that cannot be fusion summoned with the Metalfoes. Then, of course, 1 Tuner, which is DD Orthros, only for the synchro summon of level 8 monsters. Now, going on to the Abyss scripts, we run 3 Abyss script Abyss Diamond, mainly because of the fact that you get to recycle your Abyss scripts in your graveyard. Also, not only that, but also you get to spam your field with Abyss Actor monsters, because if this set card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, while you have a face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster in the extra deck, you technically get the field advantage of spamming your field off the bat. Then the natural Raigeki of the deck, which is of course, um, which just happens to be which just happens to be Abyss Script, Rise of the Abyss King. As I was saying, by this card's effect, you get to target any number you get to destroy as many monsters your opponent controls, equal to the number of face-up Abyss Actor monsters you have on the field, face-up attack, and destroy them. That many cards on your opponent's side of the field. Also, this effect cannot be negated while you have a face-up level 7 or 8, level 7 or higher Abyss Actor monster on the field. Um, if this set card is destroyed by opponent's card effect, while you have a face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster in your extra deck, you get to add two Abyss. You get to add two Abyss Actors and or Abyss Script spell cards with different names from your deck to your hand. So that helps out tremendously when you need your Abyss Scripts. Now the final Abyss Script is Abyss Script Opening Ceremony. Opening Ceremony allows you to gain 500 life points for each face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster you control. Also, if this set card in your if this set card is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, and you have a face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster in your extra deck, you can draw until you have 5 cards in your hand. You can only use this effect. Each effect of Abyss Script Opening Ceremony once per turn, which actually comes in handy a lot when using it. Now, originally we would have something for draw effect, but I have something else that I use, which happens to be 3 unexpected die. The reason why I run 3 unexpected die is because I don't want to waste my normal summoning with the Metalfoes. So drawing into this, I have a Metalfoe in my hand, and I don't want to waste a normal summon and have it in my scale. I can activate unexpected die, special summon my Metalfoe monster, and then of course set the scales in Pendulum, which goes a long way. Now the fusion cards that we run, the fusion spell cards that we run, are 2 Odd Eyes Fusion and 1 Metalfoes Fusion and 1 full Metalfoes Fusion. Odd Eyes Fusion mainly for the Odd Eyes ones, or for any, it doesn't really matter. Well, only to fusion some of my dragon type monsters, and then these ones to fusion summon for the Metalfoe monsters. That's the difference. That's why I run 2 different types of fusions. Well, that's it for the main deck. Running into the extra deck, we have 1 Supreme King Dark Rebellion Dragon, mainly because Dark Rebellion Dragon will allow you to drain your opponent's monster's attack down to 0. He gains that attack during the battle phase by detaching 1 Xyz material. Of course, like I said, he's rank 4, and of course, he requires 2 Dark Pendulum monsters. That's why we don't use the Abyss, the Metalfoes with him. Next, we have 2 Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon, mainly because detach 1 Xyz material, negate an attack either during your turn or your opponent's turn. And of course, special summon 1 Odd Eyes monster from your graveyard. Though when he is destroyed by battle, now when this Xe summon card is sent to the graveyard, you get to actually special summon 1 Odd Eyes monster from your extra deck. I mean from your extra deck, which comes in handy when it comes to the only synchro monster that we cannot synchro summon. Then Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon for burn damage. That's the only reason why we run Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. Also, because he cannot be destroyed by card effects while he has Xyz material, which helps out tremendously. Number 11, Big Eye, mainly just to snatch your opponent's monster for extra link material when needed, which you will learn is hardly needed. Of course, one Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. Meteor Burst Dragon is only there because of Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon's effect. Because when Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon is sent to the graveyard, special summon Meteor Burst, which helps out tremendously for specialing from my Pendulum, from my extra deck. I mean, from my Pendulum Zone. One Supreme King Clearwing mainly because, well, technical walking Raigeki every time it's synchro summoned. Ignister Prominence the Blasting Draco Slayer. Mainly for the mainly because he allows me to pop my scale and then shuffle one card my opponent controls back into his deck. Um, yeah. Then Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon mainly because he's a walking compulsory evacuation device. Every time he is special summoned, you get to bounce your opponent's monster back to. Let's kind of like zoom in there. I'm sorry. That kind of like takes you off. So Odd Eyes, Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon mainly for the bounce effect, and of course the extra Xyz for the Xyz summon of Absolute Dragon. That's the main reason why you run him, and of course the negation effect, which you can shuffle one pendulum of your deck into negate the activation of an opponent's monster card, monster or spell or trap card, which helps out a lot. Then, of course, Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. I would have ran the Supreme King version of him along at the same time, but and we're hoping that for the next ban list he becomes limited, though it's not a guarantee. I use him mainly to steal my opponent's one attack, one the attack points of one of my opponent's special summon monsters, and I mainly use him to, like I mainly destroy him. Um, So I mainly destroy him with my own card effects to wipe out my opponent's monsters when my opponent cannot get rid of him or doesn't want to get rid of him. Mainly to wipe out my opponent's special summon monsters. Then one Metalfoes. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, I can target one card on the field destroyed. So um, I essentially get to pop my opponent's back row or any monster on his field when the card is destroyed, which helps out tremendously. Then the last fusion, which is one Crimsonite, mainly because he is a 3000 beat stick. That's the only reason why we run him. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm thinking about running the first dragon, mainly because then we run one Link Spider, mainly because, of course, we have a lot of normal monsters, which to hell, I mean, like, it helps out a lot. And of course, once per turn, I can special summon one, I can special summon one level 4 lower monster from, normal monster from my hand to the zone, to this card, to, that's down to why we run them, which I'm going to get into that in a bit. Then we run one Proxy Dragon for a double link summon, and then finally Zephyr Metal. Now this is how I run these three. So you probably wonder, why the hell are you running that, that, and that? Let's put it this way, shall we? I normal I use a summon one Metalfoe monster, then Pendulum summon two other monsters. Link summon for wait, let me zoom out. Okay, so then I link summon for Link Spider, then use the other two to link summon for proxy dragon, then relink for Zephyr Metaltron. That's the reason why I have that. There is, there is and was no other reason why I ran that. Well, there you have it, guys. That is my Abyss Actor Metalfoe deck. Please leave a comment down below for and tell me which look. Please watch my when you have the chance. Please watch and please leave a comment down below on this video on which of my deck lists you found a lot better, or which one of my Abyss Actor decks that you found better. As I go, I will be modifying my Abyss Actors and trying out a various number of different engines in this deck. That's all for now, guys. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. And please hit the notification bell so you can be notified every video I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Um, just please support me as much as you can. Of course, if I'm still waiting. I'm still offering up the a lot of a bunch of cards for two Electrumites. So if and some of the other cards I need, which I did mention in one of my previous videos. If you want, if please check out my most previous video to know what I have in store for anyone who can actually bring me two Electrumites, just the Electrumites alone. I need, um, and with that, I am not bullshitting when I said what I said in that video. So, and I did show it. So, please, if you have Electrumite, please let me know. Look me up on Facebook. Um, I will be leaving my name so you can find my real name so you can find me on Facebook, and you should be able to find me because my YouTube profile picture is the same as my Facebook profile picture. That's all for now, guys. I will be seeing you guys later.